Welcome again to another podcast from cheapwinefinder.com. This is Domain Dave. And we've got another cheapie today. It's getting hard to find new wines. Nothing's coming out of California, at least the same old are reissued, and nothing's coming out of Europe. I mean, they're out there, and when they come, we're going to have an embarrassment of riches, but right now we just take whatever new wines we can find, and what I found is Trader Joe's Growers Reserve, Zinfandel, Paso Robles 2020, certified organic, $5.99. So to get out of the way, first, this is a wine that has alcohol content of 12.5%, which is fairly light-bodied for a Zinfandel, and I don't get upset by a 15% Zin or whatever. I kind of prefer my Zinfandel to have a little edge to it, so this isn't my style. I'll tell you that up front, but that's fine because wine is pretty much personal preference. As long as it's a good wine, you could make your own choices, and that's what we're going to talk about here. I'm going to take a sip. I mean, even though it's not my favorite, I'm going to drink it. It's $5.99. The grapes are from Paso Robles, which is a high-end growing region. And not only that, it's certified organic. And I put a link in the review we have on the cheapwinefinder.com website of the organic vineyards in Paso Robles. So you gotta get a guess of about, there's a handful. I mean, there's maybe 10, 12 organic vineyards there, maybe a little more. So this is not a wine, a $5.99 wine that's coming from so vineyards. Nobody puts the time and the money into becoming certified organic. If they're going to, if it's a so-so vineyard or it's a not good, they think highly of this vineyard. So what do we have here? I mean, why is a $5.99 wine? This is a wine that Trader Joe's seems to have every year since about at least 2014, without going too deep into it. Maybe a little earlier than that too. This is a wine that they have every year, or just about every year. I'm gonna take another sip because I do like it. It's just not my style of Zen. This is more of a change of pace Zinfandel for me. So where do the grapes come from? These are high-end grapes. I mean, organic grapes from a high-end AVA are not something that you can buy cheaply. And sometimes vineyards every year, they have a different yield. The vineyards have a different yield, and most of the vineyards, they have contracts for everything. And if they get more, if the yield is larger than the contracts, then they have some left over. And then they, put the word out, or people tell them, hey, if you got anything left over, let me know. And since the price they sold for the contracts covers their cost and their profit and everything, that excess is pure profit. So you can get a pretty good deal on that. This could be that. Another thing is that you don't hear talk about a lot is when they crush the grapes, or at least press the grapes. Crushing is probably not the right word, because they're trying to be as gentle as possible, and crushing and gentle aren't the same thing. A lot of the high-end wines are from first press, first run. So that is supposed to be where the good juice is. I don't know how the grape knows which juice to let out first. Then with every additional pressing, it's less and less. And a lot of these wineries, especially the higher end, sell off the second, third, fourth pressings. Which if you're buying and I don't know that this is what happened here, but if you're buying a $5.99 organic Paso Robles Zinfandels, do you really mind that it's the third press? Not really. Took another sip. It's a little bit jammy. I mean, a lot of Zinfandel is jammy, but usually has spice and bigger flavors, and so the jamminess kind of comes out, which isn't bad because it's not over the top. It's not jammy as to point of being cloying. It just has that little ripe flavor going to it. So there you are. I mean, there are ways which they get these wines down to the price. Trader Joe's doesn't cut out the middleman. They don't market. They don't have sales team out there. They have lesser distribution costs, and they have people out there like you and me who like to buy their wines and see what's what, because at $5.99 I'll give it a try. So that's it. I don't have too much more to say. We're kind of happy the Tre Bicchieri tasting is back in Chicago tomorrow. I get to go to that. It's the wineries in Italy that won three contests, 3 wine things, and there's like 130 wineries coming, and they haven't been here since COVID went away, and they're back. So it's kind of a good thing for me. Wine's starting to look up, so I'm going to be drinking wine. I'll be day drinking tomorrow, and I'm night drinking today. Took a sip. I keep on saying it's not my style, but it might be yours. So keep it cheap. Stay safe. We got more coming on if I can find new and interesting wines. It's got to break pretty soon, right? So keep it cheap. Stay healthy. Adios. Try to stay warm, because it's, even though March is around the corner, February doesn't like to go away easily. So adios, bye-bye, and I'll talk to everybody in a couple days. See ya.